Thank you for watching the TDC Hot Rods YouTube channel.
Hey guys, so this video is a little different than my usual, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to make the video, so that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix what I want to fix, but we're gonna try. So it's on my Polaris Razor. I did some damage. As you can see, that hub is pointed towards the wood stove, and it's supposed to be pointed forward. And yes, the suspension is fully drooped out, but that tire's got a little bit of extra camber to it when it's not supposed to. Well, yeah. And the biggest, well, I guess not the biggest thing, but most heart painfuling thing is that right there. See that hole? We got a little bend here. It's actually not too bad. I think I can straighten that part pretty easy. But what I'm gonna do here is I picked up some factory stuff. I don't know that I love the idea of the factory parts because these are quite a bit stronger in a way, but not in another way. I'm going to show you that here in a second. So I picked those all up for a hell of a deal. So I'm going to put them on here. I'm going to paint the blue black because I don't like that. And then I have some other ideas. My biggest thing is where this radius arm bent right here is way weaker than the factory Polaris ones. Like the Polaris arms factory ones usually bend like right here, but not there. And I was pretty disappointed after comparing the two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these ones on, and then I have some ideas. They make a gusset kit that goes from like here to here. That I don't know that I'm gonna buy that, but my thought was take some angle iron and cap this whole arm right here. I think that would make it a heck of a lot stronger. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna think about that for a minute. I have some other ideas about using those for a jig to be able to repair those so I don't have to buy new $900 arms. I don't know. I'm just trying to repair it myself without having to buy a whole bunch of expensive stuff, and I think it would be kind of fun. So the first thing I'm going to start out with on the repair is this wheel. I don't know that I can repair it. I'm not a wheel repairman, but I have welded aluminum. I've welded plenty of cast iron aluminum, and I feel like I can fix this and make it plenty safe. I'm not concerned about that at all. So I do have some other concerns with it, but we're gonna see how it goes. So I'm gonna clean this all up, heat it up, see if I can straighten it out at all, and we'll go from there. Well, for the most part, this thing straightened out way better than I actually thought it would. So I do have a slight little issue. I can't even see it in the camera. Oh, you can see it right here, barely. You can see how the back of the wheel is more rounded than right here. But I'm having an issue moving that. So I don't think it's gonna cause any problems at all, but I got all of this, I heated it all up and moved it all back. It's all to the same shape because it flattens here and then dives down. And as you can see, by the time I weld that up, it's gonna be just fine. So what I'm gonna do now, I got it all cleaned up inside and out. I'm going to take acetone and a wire brush, a stainless steel one, and clean that all up on the inside and out. And I am gonna weld it inside and out. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld this thing all up and then find a piece of aluminum that I can cut this out. I'll probably cut out a square or round, probably round. I think it'll be stronger if it's round, I think. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna weld this all up and weld front and back, and then see if I can find a piece for that and see how it turns out. Alrighty, got it all welded up. These spots here are from heat on the other side that I kind of made an oops, but it will be plenty strong. See how warm this is. Nice and strong. That's where I had to put the little filler in. So now I'm gonna let it cool down, obviously, and then I'll mask off these spots on the back side, touch a little black in there. I'm not to do anything about that. Well, the only place I'll grind on the whole thing is right here, just so then the bead can seal off good. But I think that repair looks pretty good for a man that can aluminum weld, but not a professional. So now I'm gonna start putting these on there. So then hopefully I can find a used tire to put on that wheel, make sure it seals off good. I'm not gonna put brand new tires on it yet because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, as in what I'm doing about tires. So I'm gonna put a used tire on that wheel, make sure the wheel's good, go drive it, make sure that everything's good. Should be all good, but I just want to double check. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these trailing arms and radius rods on and get this thing to where I can drive it. So one thing that I must say, I'm not a side-by-side guy. I like to drive them. I don't work on them. So I don't know the little differences. But these arms here, that's a factory one. These are aftermarket. That's a factory one. Well, this upper I forgot the name of this link now. Anyways, it was adjusted quite a bit in further, so it was shorter on each end. And this is a factory which is not going to stay, especially now that I did a comparison between that and that. I'll bend that for sure. So that's not going to stay there for very long. I'm going to have to I want to put another high clearance one in. But anyways, I had to adjust it out. I haven't put the tire on yet to check the camber. I'm going to do that after I put both sides together and set it back on the ground. But I'm a little confused at that. But maybe it's just how these arms were built versus the factory arms. But yeah, anyways, it went together pretty good. Super exciting to see it actually go back together where I can take this thing for a ride. So I'm gonna get to doing this side and get after it so I can get this thing all back together. Voila. Okay, so both sides are all back together. What was I gonna say? So if you look at this one with the tire on, it's still nice and straight up and down. I didn't adjust this bar at all. So now it's making me question my eyesight for adjusting that one. So next step is I got this used tire here. We're gonna put it on this wheel and put it on there and then double check my camber because maybe my eyesight was off and I didn't even need to adjust that. We'll see. So we're gonna put this bad boy on and see how badly I am at doing wheels by myself. It's been a while since I did this, so we're gonna get to it and see what happens. Well, isn't that a beautiful sight? I actually wrecked this thing a few months back, but we haven't been able to ride it. So, not because the weather's not bearing, whatever. There's just been some stuff that's happened, made it so we couldn't really ride it. So I haven't been in too big of a hurry to fix it, but now that I see it back together, oh, it's so exciting. Super exciting. So everything went back together good. You can see that little mark there. That was one bolt that was starting to strip. There's one there also. They're tightened up now, but there's only a few threads holding on. So as long as that wheel keeps holding air, it's holding air now. And I can't even see where the repair was, right there. But I think as long as that thing runs true, I'm gonna order some tires for it. I'll repair those little threads there and we'll be good to go, except for those lower links. I'll tell you what, I'll destroy those in a minute. My wife might say I got a heavy foot. I just say I like to have fun. That's it. So, anyways, this thing, super exciting to see it all back together. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with these. I have some ideas, but we're gonna think about that for a little while. Definitely gonna order some more of these. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for following along with this. I know it's very, very different than what I normally do. This is what I'm working on in the next couple of days. Got to get some headers built. Waiting for a carb hat so then I can modify my charge pipe on it. Anyways, enough of that. That'll be hopefully the next video. Yeah, I really hope the next video. If it's not that, it'll be the T-Bird, one of the two. But anyways, this is very different than what I normally am gonna do, but hope you guys enjoyed following along as much as I enjoy making the video. And thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.